Hey everybody, apologies for the tardiness. It kind of has to do with the moving my cheese thing I wanted to talk about. So that's very appropriate, I guess. So hi, how are you doing? My name is Holly Tack. I am a Make It Happen coach, a Make Your Dreams Happen coach, and I am all about women doing work that they love. That's what I'm super passionate about, and that's been a big part of my journey the past few years. I quit corporate in April after being in corporate for nearly 7 years. So I know a little bit or a little bit or a lot of it about actually making something happen in your life. And this is my bi-weekly show, twice a week show on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. I pop on live and I talk about mindset and business stuff and anything that you need to know to unleash your true inner unicorn self, which is what I'm doing every day. That's why it's called Unicorn TV. I want you to feel like you are living the life you're meant to live. So today I'm talking about what to do when your cheese moves and something unexpected happens. So a little bit of a story time here. So, sorry, I keep saying so. I don't know why I keep saying so. Story time. Yesterday, I had a slow start to the day, and I didn't wake up. The past 2 days, I haven't woken up on my normal 4:30 time that I like. But anyway, so I got a slow start to the day, kind of like did my morning routine, which is all like in my room, away from the computer. And then I go open my computer, and the screen is not having it. It's not happening. And I'm like, okay, like I literally couldn't do anything, and it was weird because I used it on Sunday morning. I was working, and it was fine. So, and I mean, all I could think was like, did I toss it around too hard? Because I was kind of mobile with it yesterday, walking around or what, but I was just like, shit. I mean, honestly, I thought I need my computer. I don't really have the, time or money or whatever to get a new computer, to repair this, even if it's expensive. Like, I'm screwed, basically, is what I felt like for a minute. I was kind of freaking out. And so that was a big cheese move for me, right? I rely on my computer for my livelihood, and it was broken. It was literally broken. And so I had to feel the feelings. I was kind of in shock, to be honest. Sorry, this is super bugging me. So I was kind of in shock, to be honest, for a minute. And then I'm really, really lucky that I have a friend who actually leads the Mac support at UC Irvine. So, I live in LA, he lives down there. And so I always bother him with my computer problems. And so I just sent him a picture of the screen and what was happening. And, he was like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like it could be this or this. And so then I'm like making an appointment at the Apple store. And then I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I call this other place and I tell them my friend thinks it might be this, and they were like, oh yeah, based on your computer age, it's going to cost $700 for that kind of a repair. And I'm like that's how much I paid for the computer because I bought it used. So I'm like, I don't know about that. So anyway, long story short, my computer was completely effed up, and I needed it, and it really made me, I did have that feeling it was so convenient in a way when I was in corporate, because if the computer was screwed up, you could just go in and get a new one, and it was no big deal, and you always had a huge team of people to support you with that stuff. And I thought, oh my God, I'm all on my own a little bit. I had a lot of feelings. And so, but then, my friend was helping me with it on text, and he said, you know what, I have a spare laptop because I just got a new one. And so, you can borrow that and bring it down to me, and I will take care of it. Look at your computer, keep it, and then you can just use my spare for a while. So that's what I'm on right now, is his spare. And so I dropped everything, and oddly enough, I had nothing booked pretty much the whole day. So I had an open day, which this whole week is kind of a little bit like that, and I'm just taking it as a sign that the universe is supporting me with time to prepare for my move out of LA, which is another topic, but that's happening on Sunday, so I need to pack. But anyway, so long story short, within 30 minutes, I thought, holy shit, I am going to die without a computer. And then I went from that to having somebody available to fix mine and to give me a spare. And within an hour after that, I was down there getting the spare and whatever. And like within a total of 3 hours, the whole issue was completely sorted and handled. So, sorry, I get a little rambly with stories. That's all for the story part. The reason I'm bringing all this up is because I just wanted to share something that happened to me, and it's real life. And things happen all the time like that that you don't expect. And it's up to us to handle it effectively. And I tried to think, what did I do to really get through that whole uncertainty in the most sane way possible? Like, I did cry. I did have some tears. I was a little bit like, why me? Why is this happening? So sometimes it just feels like a lot of things pile up at once, and this is just one more thing. But so I did have that. And so I think the first thing I did was feel the feelings that I did have. And I noticed I didn't need to stay in that state for a long time. And in my past, I would have let this like ruin my whole day, my whole week. Like, I would have had this whole thing around it. And it was funny because when it did happen, initially I thought, wow, this sucks, I'm upset. But then I thought, things always work out for me. So it'll work out. And so the first thing I did was I felt my feelings. The second thing is I rested in things that say that mantra. Things will always work out for me. And then the third thing I did was I took action, because I knew that staying in inaction wasn't going to help anybody. And so, I reached out to my friend. If I didn't have him, I would have definitely gone to the Apple store as soon as possible. Thank God I don't have to deal with what that might have cost. But anyway, so action. And then the fourth thing I want to share with you is being in gratitude. So even though this was shitty and I had to go drive to his, he lives like an hour away, and I had to go drive there and, pick up the computer and everything, I was really grateful that I got a solution. I manifested a solution so quickly. And I was really grateful that, like I said, my schedule was extremely, extremely clear. And so it was like I didn't have to reschedule or do anything to any commitments in order to go down there and get the computer. So I was, for some reason, things were aligned. And so those are the tips I have for you today. It's really about when something changes, and especially when it seems negative, it's up to you to feel what you're feeling. Rest in the motto that things will always work out for you. Take action and be grateful. So that's my 4 tips to dealing with anything that unexpected that could happen. And, each step is going to look a little differently depending on what's happening for you. But literally, there is no good in staying in a poor me, why me, I'm just going to cry and hide in a corner kind of a place. Like, there's no point in doing any of that. So that's definitely not the kind of attitude that'll get you through the issue. And it's definitely not the kind of attitude that will help you quit corporate if that's on your mind. So that's something I want to talk about right now. Did you like that awkward transition? So the other thing I wanted to talk about on this broadcast is that I am hosting an amazing challenge next week called the 5-Day Corporate Escape Plan Challenge. So this challenge is all about you getting clear on your big why and your big reason behind and why you want to quit corporate and the vision you have for yourself. Because I have been talking to so many women, and I usually start, when I have a call with somebody, I start the call by asking what they want. And it is extremely rare that somebody knows what they want right then. So it takes a lot of digging for people to even figure out what they want. But here's the issue with that. The issue with that is, how the hell are you going to get to a destination if you don't even know what the destination is? So that's a little tough love for me, but the goal of the challenge is all about getting you clear on how you can quit corporate. And we do that by getting clear on why you want to do it, what you want to be doing instead, the vision you have for your life. So that process we're going to be doing for 5 days. You're going to be getting an email every day with an activity. And you are going to have an opportunity to win a free hour session with me if you participate every day in the Facebook group by sharing your results of each activity. So And also in the Facebook group, I'm going to be in there giving a lot of feedback, replying to basically every post I see, and also doing live lessons and Q&As during out the whole week. So I would love to see you there. The link to join that is going to be on the right or below. I don't know where it is when you're watching this, but the link to join that challenge is in the description of the video. So get in on it. Like, seriously, there's nothing to lose, and it's super important for you to take a first step if you really want to quit corporate. You have to take the step. It's on you to do that, and I'm offering a chance to get free support on it. So why not take me up on it? All right, so that's all I have to say. If your cheese moves, and I didn't think I explained that correctly, Who Moved My Cheese is actually a small, powerful little book about this topic. So if that interests you, go ahead and look it up. On Amazon, you can get it for real cheap. And join the challenge. If quitting corporate is good for you, take the first step to do it today and don't delay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.